looking good. We can hear you.
You can't see this paper over here, right?
No.
I bet.
We can hear you. We can
What's
see you.
this paper about? Those are your questions?
No.
Whoa. Stop breaking the third wall. It's too
Breaking the third wall is crazy.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of RoseAboveIt podcast. I'm your host, T Rose.
It's your boy Malk.
We got wait, my bad. Damn, Denz is in the building.
Yes, sir.
Sammy, my little cousin Sam in the building. And we got a very, 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 very special guest. She is the creator of Rooting for Everybody Black.
Yes.
She is a journalist. Her name is Ashlee Brown. Ashlee, what's good?
Hi.
Welcome. Thanks for coming through.
I'm so excited to be here. This is so cool. This is my first in-person podcast.
Word?
Yeah.
We appreciate the love for sure.
Wait, so
appreciate love for
you did
sure.
it virtual before?
I have done virtual before, yeah.
How'd you
Damn
like it?
COVID.
It was cool. I don't like virtual, though.
It
I
seems
like
in person.
being in person. No, in person.
In person is way better. Yeah.
It's always much better.
It's hard to catch the vibe and connect with people virtual. That's why same for us. We tried. Remember we did like two virtual podcasts.
That was uncomfortable. You know why? Because I had a nice t-shirt on with no pants. So we just chopping it up.
when I had COVID back in the day.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Right before Christmas.
He wasn't gonna tell us. That was a crazy thing.
Nah, he wasn't gonna tell us. Nah, it was. I remember we did it, and I was like, after the first one, I was like, maybe we just do it again because maybe that one wasn't as good. We did it again. I was like, nah, this ain't
wasn't hitting.
This
It's
not
just
for
not it.
us.
I don't like virtual interviews. I'd rather much be in person. Like you said, it's a different vibe that you get. But yeah, I'm really happy to be here.
Appreciate it. You gonna shout out our viewerships, man?
Oh,
Forget about
thank
the
you,
little
man.
people.
Shout out to our Apple Podcast listenership, our Spotify listenership, Google Play listenership, SoundCloud listenership, and our YouTube viewership. Appreciate y'all.
Yes.
How is everybody? How's everybody been? How was y'all Juneteenth?
Oh my God.
Oh, happy Juneteenth! It was so good. I went fishing.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
I caught a
country.
shark.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to let him go though. I tried to take him.
Now,
home.
did you?
Why?
Yeah, I did. I'll show you the pictures later, but I caught a shark.
Where?
Why?
And some
Why you let him
porgies. Huh?
go? Why you let him go?
Because certain fish, I was in
rules,
Long Island
right?
Sound. They got to be certain sizes, and I learned a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But that shark, it's called a dolphin shark, but you can't keep them.
Yeah,
So,
certainly.
do they check your boat when you're leaving or something? How are they?
Well, we chartered I guess people who were like experts of it, and they just said, "Oh, sharks got to go back."
There's so I went fishing twice. So what happens is that you can get randomly stopped by the police, and they can just open
The
coolers.
boat police.
The
The water
Yeah,
police,
the water
yeah.
police. Yeah, and if you have a fish that's like this big, they'll be like
Certain
nah,
sizes, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta put that
Porgies
back.
had to be at least 11 inches to keep. You got to throw the babies and small ones back.
Aww.
There was another fish, I forget the name, had to be at least 16 inches.
No, even
Damn.
So you have to have a ruler on deck.
Yeah, they had
Yes,
a ruler.
yeah.
Yo, every fish we got, they measured and said, nah, tossed it back.
So
Oh,
Sam is an expert. Sam is definitely an expert.
I'm not an expert. I just have also been.
He's a specialist. He's not an expert.
Fish specialist.
I've also caught a shark before.
word.
Granted, this one didn't survive the trek, but because
Rest in peace.
So you killed it.
He's a fish killer.
I didn't kill it. There was an Asian guy on the boat.
The Asian
Why he gotta be
killed it?
Asian?
No, it's just because
He folded it.
Nigga said why? He said I don't know. I didn't bring him.
Why did we need to know that the person was Asian?
Sam's low key racist.
'Cause-
All right.
You know what's crazy?
Because they were making sushi.
I was just setting the scene.
I get it, but why do we do that?
Y'all watch
Is it-
South Park? Y'all seen those episodes where they go crazy on the Asians, but I'm not gonna go there.
She's right though. We always do that when we're telling a story. Be like, "Yo, I was with this black guy. I was with this white dude. I was with this Middle Eastern dude." Like we always gotta say,
Yo, my white boy.
we can't just say Jimmy.
Yo,
or this guy.
Yeah,
It gives context.
But
It
I
gives
really-
context to the story.
it tells you what type of environment you're in. It tells you what type of environment
Facts.
you're in.
But I reeled the fish in. I couldn't see what it was, and then they were like, everyone on the boat was like, "Oh, it's a shark." I'm like, "It's a shark."
Oh.
Then I pulled it up. I'm like, "Oh, it's a shark." And then I couldn't take it off the hook because I'm not trying to get bit. But then the Asian guy, he came over and just had his knife. And yeah,
And put it out its misery.
yeah, exactly.
And just put it back in the water? So it became food for another
No,
creature.
I think they eventually dumped it in the water, but it was still in the boat for a while.
But it died.
They take a minute to die though. I watched them. We caught like 40 to maybe almost 50 like porgies and different types of fish that we were allowed to keep, and a few of them took a minute just sitting there. I was like, lunch.
Lunch. Now let's get. I wanted to ask y'all this question since it was Juneteenth yesterday. What does being unapologetically black mean to you?
Love that. You can go first.
No. Love that.
You go first.
No, you're the guest, so I'm allowed.
Let me think about what I need to say and let you go first.
I will go.
Yeah, right.
I'll go. But you're the guest, and ladies first. I was letting you go.
Okay, all right. What does it mean to be unapologetically black?
Great question.
Thoroughly yourself. Really basking in your blackness and really being proud of it. Because I'm black and I'm proud for real, no real shit.
For sure.
But yeah, no, not really caring what anyone has to say about you. Just kind of doing your thing.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
Well, no, similar to that, definitely like being comfortable in who you are. Like I used to find myself going to work and like I would have my do-rag on and I would take it off before I got like into work. Or like, certain things. And I don't like, and I work in a way more different setting now. I walk right downstairs with my do-rag on. No shit. Not that I should have had shame before, but.
Tell me why you felt like you needed to do that.
Because when I was younger, I felt like maybe like, I guess it's too black for the people I'm around. But I had to get over that. I'm proud of my culture. I'm proud of my people. I love all blacks. So getting over stuff like that, knowing your history and culture, reading books. I've been reading a lot more, diving into certain stuff. So just being in touch with all that, that's being unapologetically black. Just loving us because we are phenomenal.
Isn't it crazy how I feel like black culture is the only culture that they always try to turn down. They tone down, but I feel like our culture is stolen from everywhere. Like if you look at reggaeton music, right? They say it's Spanish hip hop music. That's stolen from black culture, right? Yeah. They like the way people dress, everything, rock and roll, blues, jazz. That's black culture, and it's all taken from us. Even
like the Japanese and certain Asian communities definitely steal from the reggae. And that's black culture at its finest, right there.
It is, and it's crazy because I used to work at Abercrombie when I was like 16, 17, right? And they used to take all the black songs and then have white artists over it. Like it would always be covers, except for the actual white songs. The white songs would be the real white songs. But then they used to have New York by Alicia Keys and Jay-Z. No Jay-Z part, but just some white lady like, ooh, New York. Dumb fast. And I was like, yo, I hate this. Like, why? Put the real version. Like,
why is there always a need to whiten it up?
Yeah, exactly.
Why we have to be covered and cut off and like it's. But they're afraid of us and they see our potential and always trying to mitigate it.
They hate us because they ain't us.
There you go, mic drop.
Like, does it when you have to tone down your blackness though? Is there ever a time you feel like you need to?
I mean,
yes.
Time and place.
I do.
Time and place.
Time and place for everything.
You should be authentically black wherever you are, but just know
how to code switch. So you think code switching is something we all need to know how to do?
I code switch like hell.
You shouldn't.
And you know what? I feel like I learned it. From my mom. I'm not gonna lie to you. I learned that from my mom. So my mom she's for sure an immigrant. Always an immigrant. She's from Jamaica. She was born there, and she immigrated here to the United States. And it's so funny. Like, I love dancehall music, and like I understand patois like really well. Can't really speak it, but I understand it really well because it was spoken, when growing up, and I hear my family speaking it. But it's so crazy. Like, whenever my mom gets around people she doesn't know or, like, American people, like, switch.
Hello.
Switch.
How are you doing today?
So much to the point where it's, like, a Jamaican person will talk to her, and I'll be like, when it's like, Mom, like, just talk regular. Like, that's your people. But, like, then it finally, like, I guess I don't know. But I definitely code switch like hell, especially, like, at work. Like, I mean.
Know the room. You got to read the room. Yeah. You got to read the room.
Yeah.
I don't think you should have to, but unfortunately, we're still in a world where that's not perfect. So, not that you can't be yourself, but you have your certain mannerisms and stuff. Like, you gotta turn down a little bit.
Well, I think that you can change your demeanor some, but I don't think you should ever change your morals, your values, morals, and your integrity.
It's levels to it.
Yeah.
It's like how Malcolm could go to work with his durag on, but he might speak differently.
Oh yeah. Good morning.
He's still wearing his durag, so he's still being himself.
But like, for me, like, so I work with it's a lot of different races, but there's a lot of white people in the room that I'm in where I work at, right? Mm-hmm. So, I personally wouldn't wear a durag to work. Like, I wouldn't want them to see me in a durag. Just because, you know, people.
You're protecting your waves. What's wrong with protecting your waves?
No, our hair is way different.
Yeah, but I get it. I wear a durag in the car, and then when I get to work, I take it off. But I just know that people will judge you based on first appearance, right?
For sure.
And I meet a lot of people for the first time on my job, and one thing I don't need is people assuming that I'm a certain way. Like, oh, look at that, that's the hood black guy,
but it shouldn't be that way.
No, I'm not. Like, right? But the hood black guy. But I do think that, like, you know, the way my integrity, the way everything, my morals, my values, I think those should stand out a little more. And I can't say things like, yo, my nigga, right? And I can't say that in
Bet not.
I can't say that in those environments. Right? Yeah, I can't say that in those environments. So there's a way I have to deliver certain things. Like, you know, if I want to be aggressive or mad, like if somebody's not giving me what I think I need at work, there's a way I have to say it. Right? There's certain way I have to write my emails. A certain way I gotta talk in a room that will get me my way, respectfully in the workplace.
Like, imagine writing in an email like as in IMMALYK.
That's crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. It's inappropriate, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that we're still having to do this because crazy. In this book I'm reading, it takes place in like 1982. This black guy, Nathan McCall, was going for job interviews, and before he would answer questions, he's saying, they'd be like, all right, how do I translate that so that this white interviewer can perceive it better? Because I can't be like, yo, this, you're tripping that, or whatever slang they used back then. He was like trying to translate it. So it's crazy that we're still 40 plus years later, 60, 70 years later, we're still dealing with this.
Yeah.
I feel like tone is everything. And I feel like something that's helped me, tone things down or say things in a way that I mean it is AI. Like, AI is, listen, whether you like it or not, it's here to stay.
That's
ChatGPT, but wait, I went to this summit 2 weeks ago now, the Bomisi Summit, and I was in this course with Google. And there's an AI tool called Gemini, which is basically like ChatGPT.
I know exactly what Gemini is.
And it's just as good. And essentially, so the way that I would use ChatGPT at work is a lot of times people have me messed up. You know, so I can't really say how I feel.
Yeah.
So I'll say how I feel, and then I'll put it in ChatGPT, but the prompt is say nicer, or, say it calmer or whatever, And it says what I have to say, but perfectly. In a different way. And it's just like, okay, copy paste.
Yeah. Do you feel like that helps?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna try that next time.
And the reason why I say that it helps is because there have been times where I've just sent emails as is, and like I've gotten like in trouble for it.
Yeah.
But I'm just literally speaking what like straightforward. I'm very straightforward. So I don't calm it down. But it's the same message. It's just a different tone.
Yeah.
So me and Ashlee used to work at News 12 together. And I realized like a lot of the times it's like I had to really just sit there and wait before I spoke, because it's like, especially when people had me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? 10 minutes something passed. So you could say they had you fucked up. But it was just like, damn, I really have to like calm my tone and be like, hey, like, listen, like, you're like, hey, producer, like, you gotta relax. I'm in the hood right now. We can't be here at a certain time. I know, because I know crackheads is about to be out and the drug dealers is about to be out in these certain places. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they don't understand. And you gotta be like, yo, like, you're trying your hardest to be like, nah, you got me fucked up. Like, I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to do certain things because of the area that I'm in. And you don't know that because you're behind your computer.
There.
Yeah, you're behind your computer while I'm actually in the streets. I'm in the field right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, so since we talking about blackness, and Ashley said, what is Rooting for Everybody Black, and what made you start it?
So Rooting for Everybody Black is my digital series, and I say it's a digital series because funny because I'm on a podcast right now. But it's different, and I want people to know that there's a difference between my digital series and a podcast. So I'm a journalist. I studied it twice. I have my bachelor's and my master's degree in journalism. Yes, thank you. And so let me get back to what Rooting for Red Black is. Okay, so I started that in 2019. It's a digital series that basically highlights Black excellence. In season 1 and season 2, I interviewed business owners and impactful people in the Black community. So essentially, I would go to where that person was. So if it was for example, I interviewed Brittany from Toss and Press. So I went to the store. And she was so nice. She let me like go behind the counter and like serve people as if like I worked there. So that was so cool. But yeah, I essentially started Rooting for Everybody Black because there was no seat at the table for me. But I want to take some accountability. So I was in school, and I'm Jamaican, so I love money, and I'm gonna work for my money. So in school, rather than doing internships like I should have been doing, I was working. I was a lifeguard, so I was making that money after class, and that was it.
That is dumb loud. that's
wake up.
That's a mad Jamaican ringtone too.
Sam love money.
That is mad Jamaican.
Money
Sam just aged 40 years with that ringtone.
That's all right.
Damn.
Oh man.
I know you got shame.
Money
Continue,
I call him.
please.
It's okay.
Please continue.
It was so I could wake up for overnight.
Period. He's got a job.
Shout out to the Browns.
Period. Hello. He's a working man.
She gonna
He's gotta
defend
go
her
to
cousin
school.
respectfully.
Okay, we don't know if we're really cousins yet, but more than likely, maybe. Who knows? But anyways, so yeah, I wasn't fixated on internships like I should have been. So I graduated with like no internships under my belt. And, you know, as a new college grad, how could I expect anyone to hire me if I don't have experience in that field? You know, they're obviously going to pick the person who has that internship experience. So post-graduation, I kind of just had to work my ass off and, you know, network with people. I asked them to be my mentors. Like mentorship is really big for me. And then I landed an internship at ABC News Nightline. Okay. And, you know, kind of, I don't know where I'm going with this.
No, but you're good. You're rolling right now. You're good.
I'm just chatting.
No, you should.
Okay. Back to me for Very Black. So basically, there wasn't a seat at the table for me. So I made it to essentially build up that experience so I could show people. Like, I had created a reel maybe a year or two ago, basically saying 5 reasons why you should hire me. I still haven't gotten hired yet. But I'm out in the field busting my tush and, you know, networking and meeting people. And now we're in season 3.
Yeah,
nice.
And I finally, you know, decided to be really consistent with it. So like I said, it started in 2019. But then the pandemic happened in 2020. I was working at News 12, like Den said, with him. And I had to focus all of my focus on that because the coronavirus, like, pandemic basically started in the county that my news station was focusing on. So like all of my attention went to that. But I also got my opportunity of being on TV with News 12.
Nice.
So it wasn't that I wasn't on TV in the time. I just wasn't doing it for my series. So then I left News 12 in March of 2022 and started my new job. And then in August of 2023, I brought back my digital series in season 2.
And it's taken off.
Have been going full-fledged like since. So this August makes 2 years of consistency.
Yeah, we see the work. I see you're getting noticed now by celebrities.
Yeah, no, it's good.
By people who are, you know, who giving you your flowers. How's that feeling after everything you've been through?
So speaking of, I mean, it feels amazing. Like, you know, 'cause especially like with the level of like, you know, and the caliber of like my work, not to like toot my own horn, but like it's high quality like equipment that I'm using, plus, you know, high quality expertise. Like I have experience in this. Like Den said, we worked in the news station together. So
that turnaround time
exactly
of your videos is insane.
So boom. So basically, I look at it like this. And in a newscast, like you have to make slot for 5 p.m. You know, and as an MMJ, which is like someone who does everything, you know, I had to prioritize certain things. So like, be able to tell myself, look, Ashlee, like, don't get caught up on this. Like, you have to, like, move to the next slot because, like, you have to make slot. You know? So I keep that same mindset in my digital series now. That's why I'm so, like, quick with stuff. But it's not always good because then, like, you can burn out. And, like, I was telling, you know, the co-host here, like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like, I've been ripping and running for, like, the past 2 to 3 weeks straight. I went to Detroit, and then I went to LA, and then I came back, and then it's just, yo.
You gotta get your rest.
Yeah, how you deal with not burning out? Because you want to make it, right? You want to make it. You're getting flown out to do stuff now, which is incredible. Which means people are seeing that you're worth flying, getting flown out for, and doing the work, which is amazing. But how do you say, yo, you know what? I'm gonna take this weekend and do nothing. Like, at what point do you do that?
That's a good question. I don't feel like I'm there yet because I'm not where I want to be yet. So even though I should probably say, like, no to an opportunity, I won't, especially if it's a good opportunity.
Yeah.
For example, like, but also listening to my body is important too. So before this, I was like, so Summer Jam is today, right? And I had requested media credentials. They didn't give it to me. They denied me. But that's okay. This is the last year of me getting denied for shit like that. Okay? Okay. And I tell everyone who will listen, the only reason I'm getting denied to these things is because it's politics and people don't know me. But once they get to know me and they see the work and everything that goes into it, they're like, oh yeah, like this girl's the real deal. And the reason why I say that, and we'll get back to the Bomisi thing, me getting flown out, but tomorrow, which is June 21st, I'm not working, but I have credentials to the Dear Summer Festival, which is a festival. I think they go to different cities. I think the next city after this one is Atlanta. But it's a pretty big festival. They have Meek Mill headlining and Valiant. Shout out him.
I'm going.
You going? For real? Wait, yes or no?
Maybe.
Oh, tickets is kind of expensive now. They're like $100.
Listen, that's Chris. You don't know.
Yeah?
He'll be there.
Okay, well, I'll look out for you.
He might be the host.
He might be the host. Is crazy. He might be the host. Is crazy.
That's crazy. No, but I'm saying this story because I had reached out for credentials for that, and I guess like they like some of my work, and they put me in contact with their PR person. And then I spoke with the PR person on the phone, and we were just like chopping it up. And this is what I mean when I say like I'm getting denied to this stuff because like people don't know me. We was like we was girls.
Yeah.
But sorry. I'm a people person, so like I mesh well with people pretty easily. And just over the phone, like even after this festival, like we're gonna hang out, like we're gonna get lunch and like be cool.
Yeah.
But I say all that to say, before we had that conversation, I guess she knew I was, you know, a creator or whatever. I mean, I am a content creator, but I'm a journalist first. And she had me at like a different tier from before like we like had that phone conversation. So then when we had the phone conversation, I explained to her what I do and like what I plan on doing. Suddenly, like, I'm bumped up to, like, the complex level.
Oh, nice.
Fire.
You know,
nice.
as, like, a news organization. And I really appreciate that and I respect that because I have that news background. Like, New York is the #1 market, okay?
Yeah.
And I worked and was on TV in the #1 market.
Yeah.
Thank you. But, yeah, it's nice to finally be recognized for what I am.
Yeah.
I'm not an influencer. I'm a journalist. Like, I'm actually degrees in this, multiple of them, okay, and the experience. So it feels good, you know, when I'm treated as I should be.
Yeah, no, for sure,
You know?
for sure. I want to ask you, what sparked you to get into journalism?
Okay, so I love storytelling. When I was younger, I was in this after-school program, and you had to do your homework first before you can use the computer or do any type of activity, fun activity. And I don't know how I ended up on this website, and I guess like I wrote a poem. And I don't know how my mom got a hold of that poem, but like she like purchased it on a plaque.
Your poem that you made?
Yeah, and it was I actually
put it on the fridge?
No, it's like an actual like hard plaque.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So at that moment, I mean, I don't really remember that moment, but I have the plaque to show for it. And it made me realize that I'd been interested in like writing and like storytelling from a young age.
Okay.
So then in high school, my guidance counselor, suggested like I go into journalism. And then I studied that at Hampton University, and it's been up ever since.
HU.
Yeah, that's where I really learned how to hone my skills. Not hone. I learned how to hone my skills in News 12, but that's how I really like learned like the surface level stuff, like how to edit. Like I learned how to edit on Final Cut Pro. Reporting. I look back at some of my old footage, like of me like on camera for like a school project. And it's so funny. It's so cringy, but it's so cool to look back on.
But you see your growth, and that's the important
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, you know?
Yeah. It's,
Craft though, for real.
yeah.
That's like us watching us play basketball like when we were younger. And,
When you watch, when you,
why did I do that?
Why?
it's facts.
I love that.
I remember our first ever episode came up on here like maybe 2 days ago, and the audio was like,
Freaking airplanes flying by.
I was like, oh my god,
The video quality.
quality,
grainy.
Yo,
Dookie.
yo, listen, man, we came a long way.
How many years ago was that?
Yo,
Yeah, like it was like behind the
it was
camera.
definitely
It was
me.
definitely
It
Des.
was definitely
Des
me.
was here since day one. So
Listen. I remember when Crackheads was walking in and singing in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, well, we used to do it. Yeah, we used to do it at this art gallery, but it was right where all the crackheads was. So and floor to ceiling windows. Yeah, so we'd be doing a pod and they'd be banging on the window. They'd be walking in and just start singing and like it used to be
Singing
crazy.
and then falling asleep right after. Like, how do you sing 10 seconds ago and then fall
Where's the
asleep?
security?
We were the security.
It was them.
Security was on the camera.
We were the security.
Damn.
We understand you so much because we started in 2018 actually, and we were like we started in 2018 and then COVID hit and we kind of like stopped. We started, we stopped, we started, and we kind of like been relatively consistent recently, more like taking it more serious now.
Do you feel like there is a difference in you being consistent?
Yes, just with editing, just with my and for being in front of the camera, being my comfortability on the microphone, it helps tremendously. Because like if we take a break and I come back, that first day I'm always super nervous. I'm stumbling over my words. I don't know, I be sticking on topics too long. We're all over the place. So now we're like a lot more organized. It's just growth.
Growth,
Yeah.
no, for sure.
Just growth.
I like that.
How do you feel about, because you said like you create content, but you're not a content creator. You're a journalist. So when you see these content creators or these celebs who aren't journalists doing all these hosting and journalistic gigs, how does that make you feel?
You must have seen me talk about that.
I have the same exact gripe. It's crazy. Same exact.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you repeat that question? Because I feel like I missed part of it.
You missed it.
Yeah. I don't know how, but I'm just that.
We're gonna replay it. Yeah, listen to the replay.
Actually, you answer the question because you didn't miss it.
Yeah.
I didn't miss the question.
Yeah.
So I am a content creator, but I'm a journalist first. Because I do create some content and my shit be bomb. How do I feel about content creators being on the carpet when they're not journalists? I feel very strongly about that. And it's interesting because back in the day, I mean, I was obviously back in school at the time. But when you thought of red carpets, it was actual journalists, right? And I want to bring up this moment that I'm pretty sure everyone knows about. But I think it was I'm not even going to say what award show because I don't want to mess it up. But Babyface. Babyface was being interviewed by some AP. Hopefully they're journalists. I think AP only hires journalists. But by some AP people. And one of them got so fanned out that there was another Gen Z artist like right behind, like, because there's like, it's a road that they have to go by. And she was coming behind. Babyface was speaking, and she's like, hey, like trying to get the other person's attention. And it's like, guys, this is Babyface.
Yeah. They don't know.
What are you doing?
Yep.
Where's your decorum? No decorum.
Not doing your homework.
So that's why I'm like, get the people who don't know how to keep their cool, first of all, but also how to hold a conversation, and keep it on topic and not, I don't know. But get the content creators who are not journalists or who are not properly trained off the carpet and replace them with journalists who actually went to school, studied this craft, know how to ask certain questions, know how to carry a conversation back on the carpet, because that's where they belong, and they went to school for that. You know, so
and have proper decorum.
And then also, maybe this example is a stretch, but you wouldn't trust someone who's not properly medically trained to operate on you. So why are you just trusting a content creator who did not do the work to be a reputable source for you?
No, true.
Yeah.
I feel like people look at views too much. Maybe that person had 1 million views on 2 videos, and they're like, "Oh, we need them now because they're hot." That sounds cool and all, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna get a good showing from that person being there. You know, get someone who knows how to do the job.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's
my dilemma.
I want to play a quick game with you.
A game?
This or that. Yeah.
This or that?
Yep. So I'm gonna give you 2 things, and you're gonna pick one.
Okay.
All right. Malk, you want to do it?
You can do it. They better be the right things, though.
All right. Ready?
This is the right answer.
If you want to do it.
All right, now look. If you can't pick, you gotta take a shot.
I'll take a gulp of my wine.
All right, but I bet we'll refill your wine. You take a gulp of it. All right. At the end, though, we'll do that then. All right. Mary J. Blige or Mariah Carey?
Mary J. Blige.
Jay-Z or Biggie?
Jay-Z.
Nas or Tupac?
Tupac.
Jordans or Yeezys?
Jordans.
Love and Basketball or Brown Sugar?
Love and Basketball.
Angela Bassett or Viola Davis?
Ooh, Angela Bassett.
Ooh, okay. Oxtail or Jerk Chicken?
Axel.
Usher or Chris Brown?
Usher.
Usher or R. Kelly?
Usher.
Yeah,
She like
she's
cherry.
like
She like cherry. She like cherries. She's a cherry fan.
We almost shut her up.
Wow.
Bring the cherries out.
Dan's grabbed the cherries.
Wow.
Why me?
Barris Hammond or Vibes Cartel?
Oh, Paris.
Ooh, over Vibes. Okay. Howard or Hampton?
What type of bullshit question
After
is
she just
that?
said she went to Hampton. That's a crazy.
What? Are you good?
What we're gonna say, Howard?
You're drunk. Are y'all good? Like,
Whose homecomings be better?
Pirate life for life. Are you kidding?
Okay.
I've never
Howard's-
been to a Howard homecoming, so I can't speak for it. But have you seen our school compared to theirs?
I ain't gonna lie.
Theirs is in the hood. Ours is on a waterfront.
You went to Howard? Oh no, Hampton.
I went to
I was
Hampton.
You went to Hampton one.
You went to
No,
Hampton?
I didn't go. My wife went. I visited there.
Okay.
I visited Hampton. I'm about to say, don't
No, I know he
don't
didn't
get
go
me.
there.
Don't get me. Don't put the HBCU people, fraternity, sororities on me like that.
No, but you went to. I know you went to Hampton.
I went to Hampton
Yeah,
homecoming.
I know.
It was
What'd you think?
fire.
Period.
Fire.
He had a great time.
So
I
what?
got drugged.
You got drugs? What?
It's another story.
What?
We're not doing
Yeah, another story for another day. But yeah, I'll tell you off the air.
Drugs?
But yeah.
Wait, what year was this?
It was like 2010, 11.
Oh shit! I wasn't even thinking of
Minute
Hampton
ago.
at the
Yeah,
time.
it was 2010.
Damn.
It was an accident, but hey,
Damn.
Accident is crazy.
accident. All right, I want to ask you this last question.
Okay.
What's the toughest thing you rose above to get to the point that you're at this point in your life?
Being consistent and trusting myself that I can do this, and if I'm consistent and continuously do this, then I'm gonna get better at it because practice does make perfect. Networking, get out of my head and out of my shell and speak to people and just continuously believe in myself and trust God.
I love it. Yo, tell the people where they can find you at.
Okay.
So yes, my part.
My Instagram is rfe.blk. And on YouTube, you can subscribe to my channel at Ashlee B Media. That's ASHLEE space B space media. Oh, and then if you follow my Instagram, my page Instagram, my personal is in the bio if you want to connect with me.
I'm about to say, give the people what they want.
The goods.
Y'all don't want to follow my Instagram, my business Instagram?
Of course they do.
They want all of it.
rfe.blk. Follow me there.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all sticking with us. Ash, thanks for coming through. Love y'all. We signing off.